Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz. And detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
Right there, 54.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
Burrows.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Minkah Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ball carrier. He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A quick throw now complete to Ross.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Balaj. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
They'll run here with Balaj. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. anything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on third down, Dobbs. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 6-0 our score after 1.
Bengals nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the offseason. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike's by four. Mike's by four. Mike's by four. They're not ready for this, man. They gotta go.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shit, shit. Shit. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They run it with Balaj. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Kalen Balaj.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down.
Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 27.
He was brought down.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Dobbs. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check three, check three, check three.
On second down, here's Burrow. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, fourth in the NFL in 2018, ninth last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
A 6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
10 at the 40-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Burrow on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down in the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs being chased out left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Dobbs looking deep here for Ebron. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Space to maneuver at the 40. Escapes the defender. He's got daylight. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
57's the mark. 57.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Steeler first down.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
From the gun, Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
6 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Dobbs. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
8 yards pickup.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Again, it's Bilal. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And a Steeler first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Toss play to Balaj. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bengals 21, Steelers 12.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun. Dobbs under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll run here with Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Bengals 27, Steelers 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 23. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to launch it for Washington. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And some room to maneuver. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Number 28.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Carry here for their fullback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Tonight,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help